Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing my portfolio weekly review, and this is where I go over some of my options trades that I did for the week. I closed some things this week, put on some new stuff. If you're not sure what options are, I'm going to put a link above me right here that you can click on. This explains to you what I'm doing, which is basically selling premium. I think it's a good introduction to anyone that's new to this channel. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. So first off, I always show my daily close snapshots. I try not to put too much weight into this because there's aftermarket movement, so these might not actually reflect what the realized week is. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, pretty good weeks, similar to last week where Monday and Tuesday were pretty big. Thursday and Friday were down days for me, and a lot of this is because I have a lot of exposure to the Baba Zebras going up and down. So when Baba goes up, my daily goes up quite a bit. When Baba goes down, every dollar it goes down, I lose about $500. So that's really dragging my daily P&L every day. Is however Baba does. So that's kind of something to note amongst these snapshots here. The overview here, where I put the snapshots week by week, we're back up to 191. So it all just comes back. Right now, most of this is fueled by the Baba Zebras coming back from the loss from last week, and Wish up overall on the week. So I have a lot of exposure to Wish. You can see my realized premium for July so far is almost $670, so that's pretty good. Here's the monthly option income spreadsheet. You can see that I had my first negative realized income month of negative 4,600 on August. It was a pretty bad week for me. Had to do some adjustments, but it could have been worse. Could have been better. That is a lot of money to me. That is more than what hits my bank account from a month in my regular job. So that's a significant amount of money there. But looking back over time, you can see up overall. So I'm not too worried about that. And if you're doing options, you know you're going to have some swings. And I've been trying some different plays in August and September. We're seeing some of the downsides to that. But, overall, I think some of these strategies I'm using are still pretty good. I have about $10,470 in open premium that's sitting there cooking. This excludes like leaps that I bought, or leaps and zebras. This week's trades. So Monday, I only did one trade. I put on that Visa bullish zebra on Visa. That trade's actually down on the week. And then we had the Newsy drip hit the account, so that's just me buying a couple shares from the dividend reinvestment plan. Zoom, this was on Tuesday. I made a video that came out Monday afternoon about what I was going to play on Zoom. I got filled at 660, so I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I was hoping for 800. I think 600 would have been good too, so 660 was a decent fill. Wednesday, I decided to sell some cover calls on my T leaps in case T kept dropping. I got very little money on it, but when you have 20 contracts, that's $240 that is sitting there cooking. If T gets above 29, I'll be at a profit point for the entire leap position. So it seemed like free money to just grab, so $240 just to cap my gains on T, which I don't think is going to pop in that time. Campbell Soup. Campbell shot up to 43. The puts went down to 8 cents, so I closed it to get out of it. So I bought the close at 8 cents and realized $94. On Monday, this play was actually sitting at like negative 100%. I think it was sitting at like negative $120 for the realized play. So Campbell Soup having a nice little pop there. Let me close this out. That's the great thing about options. As soon as you start winning, you can decide to lock it in. Clorox Bull put spread here. I decided to close it out because it only cost me $3 per spread to close out and lock in that gain. It's probably a safe one to sit there and let expire on its own. But I decided, why not just lock it in? It's $3 a contract to lock in $160. So I closed it down. Even got paid a commission doing it, so that's kind of neat, given the fact that that's 10 legs of trades I sold or traded. And then Friday, I was off Friday, which has been great because it needs a good R&R. Did a lot of trading on Friday. So I started off by buying a Bearish Zebra on Netflix, and this is because Netflix shot up to like 590, 588 range, and I think it's a 530 stock. So hopefully by October 1st, we see Netflix drop down to like 550, and I can lock in like a $5,000 gain. That's kind of what I'm looking at. If it jumps down to 530 before I close it, that'd be awesome too. So this is just another Zebra. 5 minutes after I opened this position up, it was actually up $500, and I was on the fence about closing it right there, just locking it in. But I truly believe Netflix is heading down, so decided I'll just leave it open, see what happens. I think on the day it's actually down about $200, but we got plenty of time for that one to play out. Virgin Galactic, I decided to sell some more 20 puts. I already have some expiring in 2 weeks, so I wanted to get something else on there cooking because I think that's just an awesome strike price, and the premium that I was getting for that strike price was pretty good. If Virgin Galactic went down below 20, I'd be happy to buy it and hold it. So that's why I'm comfortable selling those on Virgin Galactic. I also sold 10 contracts on Rocket at the 16 level. That's a bit more aggressive than I tend to go. The premium kind of enticed me in on this one. So we'll see what happens there. As a result of doing this trade, I decided to close my other Rocket puts a little earlier than, rather than having 15 contracts out there cooking. I just wanted to limit down to 10. So decided to close the 5 puts I had expired on September 24th. Because those are at a decent profit as well. I think it was like 70% or so. Pins, decided to sell another pins one. I wanted to get below the 50 point. The 47.50 strike gave me over 1% return, so decided to do that, even though it's a 45-day hold, I think it is, or 42 days. So it's a little longer for about a 1% return, but I think it's relatively safe. I'm trying to get some of those easy base hits cooking again. Because for the last couple of weeks, I've been so focused on Zebras that I've been neglecting what got me in this position in the first place, and that's selling puts out of the money at least the 70 delta range. So I want to get on some more naked puts or cash secured puts, whatever you want to call them at this point. So there's pins and just one contract, trying to spread that out a little bit. Ford, I'm not sure why, but Ford just looked like a decent trade to me. So I sold 2 contracts on Ford at the $11 mark for 11 cents, so a 1% return on risk here. And if Ford gets down to $11, I'd be fine having 200 shares. And if you hold those long enough, then you qualify for the Ford's friends and family benefit. So that'll give you discounts if you're buying a new Ford. Then some other things I decided to clean up some positions. Workhorse, was looking at that and wondering what the heck I was thinking when I got into it. So I decided, let's just get out of there. Because not too long ago, that was a 30-cent stock. So I don't know why I was in it. So I decided to, take that win, get out, and just say, thank you, Workhorse, bye-bye. Intel, I had the contract that was on. I think Intel's at like $53. So it's $2 away from threatening the strike here. Even though there's 1 week left. Barely $1 a day left, so that's why I closed it. So $38 gain from this Intel play I had. The Rockets I already talked about. Zoom, this is the Zoom play I put on Tuesday, and Zoom shot up to like 295 when I closed it. I think it went up above 300 after that. So in hindsight, I should have just left it on. But I figured, 3-day hold here, and collected $240 for that Zoom. Like, thank you, that was awesome. So that was pretty cool, and that's actually a trade that I put in a YouTube video, so you guys knew I was going into that trade before I did it. And then I had some old puts here that were sitting at 50% or so. I decided to close those for 42 cents each. And what happened here is I got filled on 40 cents for one contract, 45 cents on the other one, so that's why it's 42.50 here. And another, small gain here. It all adds up over time here, so that's $705 this week in realized premium, mostly from plays that I would normally do, just looking for those base hits. Like, it adds up quickly. You don't need those home runs or grand slams. And I had nothing expiring this week because I think I already closed it out last week, so that's why nothing expired here. I tend to close most of my trades on the day of expiration if they're still alive at that point, even if they're relatively safe. This week's trades, this is that spreadsheet that I show you, or this is where I log all my stuff. So here's the 2 new Zebra plays I put on. Everything above that is the positions I closed. And here's all the new ones. And I try to get snapshots of the price on the date of the contract was made. But if you want to look through this, you can pause the video and look through. It's the same thing, same information as this, but now you're just seeing what it looks like in my log. And this is a spreadsheet that I offered freely. If you look at this video, you can get the copy of the spreadsheet and do your thing with it. Current positions. Let's go ahead and take a look at this, see if there's anything worth talking about. You guys already know the situation on Wish and how I want to start limiting my exposure to China. So let's see how that goes. The call is actually down a little bit. I don't think there's anything new on here worth talking about. Here's those tea leaves I sold calls against. Down here, just like I said in my video, I have this good till cancel order that was a profit taker that's just sitting there, so this is going to be in my screenshots for a while. If for some reason V spikes and I get filled, that's just me locking in like $1,000 gain, so I don't even have to look at this position, and it's got till 2023 for it to move up $10 from when I put this on. This is just a snapshot of my account on the Friday at close. So the net lick 191.80. Maintenance again, I'm low on maintenance margin again, so I got to start looking to put more plays on. But luckily I have off on Tuesday, so got all day to trade on Tuesday. I think that wraps up this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and put them down. I love responding to the comments. And if you have any ideas that you want for videos moving forward, let me know, because I'm happy to make that content. Have a good day, guys.